I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on a what? Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. It's all hard, ain't no fear here.
What's up, and welcome to another exciting edition of Ride the Rebellion Podcast. I am your host, Drew Hall, and with me today is the king of the South Alabama Turndown, the reigning defending dude who likes to drop you on group rides, though he says they're group rides for everyone. Dale Boyd of Dale Boyd Drop Group Ride Management.
I did not break my rule yesterday. The rule was do not ride alone.
I rode alone the entire time.
I did.
Yeah, you didn't break the rule for you.
No, I didn't break my rule.
You
the
didn't break it for you.
He was with me. Somebody was with me.
I rode by myself the entire time. Dudes got to a spot and they dropped. They were like, I can't.
Who was with you?
I was behind Clayton.
Oh, he tried?
No, he tried to go as fast as you knuckle turds, and then he gassed out. I'm not throwing it in the bus, Clayton. That happened. I was on my e-bike, but I wasn't in super turbo mode. I was in turtle speed, so I was working hard.
We were, Harvey and I were keeping it, we should just call him Harry and the Hendersons. We were keeping it pretty chill for a while, and then he just kept speeding up. And when he's behind me with that motorcycle, all I hear is that thing spooling up, and I'm like, I gotta go, bro.
I'm going to start a separate, we're going to let you start the group ride, and everyone's going to stay in the parking lot. Y'all go, and then the rest of us
I didn't want to either, because I was on that big stupid bike last night, and I told them, I said, no, we're going to just chill and do like 11 mile an hour pace, and
well, it happened.
It went over 12.
Yeah.
And I hit a tree. That was what I get.
You did it to yourself. There's no doubt about it.
That's right. Oh, well. Hey, everybody did a longer lap than they used to without stopping.
No, I don't know how many people did MT.
There was a lot more than we thought, because Harry and I were talking about it when we were riding, because we talked the whole time. Great conversations. But
canceled.
So we talked the whole time, but he was like, I doubt anybody comes over here. We'll have to pass everybody when we get on the other side.
Yeah, you saw me like 10 times, and y'all would be like, hey, there's another new light. And I was like, no, same light.
We saw a bunch of lights. Those other guys did it too. It was good. I'm glad that they're
I don't know how many
venturing over there. The one we only passed like 3-4 people on when we got back across.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so everybody pretty much did.
Because when I came out,
Carrie,
there was a group of 7 people right there.
Yeah, Carrie I think Carrie took a smaller group and did like a shorter.
Got it. And then I caught up to a bunch of people on Eric's. It doesn't matter. Yeah. None of these people know who those trails are.
That was just us having a conversation. That was a
legitimate real. That's the normal pre-show conversation that you guys got in this show. Yeah, so a couple things we're going to get off our chest. First piece is this episode is going to be very short. The reason why is we're basically giving you a double episode. We wanted to have a good friend of ours on. We're very excited about this episode coming up. It'll drop relatively soon. I'm not going to commit to a time. I'm going to keep it ambiguous. But Toby Cortez is back in studio, which is a delight. So he'll be back in studio, and Toby is going to sit down with us and have an interesting conversation. We're looking forward to it. Kind of been hyped for it.
Toby is deeply connected in the mountain bike community and ever growing and doing so 100%. Much. He's done more than he's like the godfather of what we think we are doing.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
But like on a grander, like like on a grander,
he's legit.
Yeah, he's legit.
Yeah. So what it comes down to in the world of whiskey, Dale and I make moonshine.
Yes.
And he's selling Maker's Mark. That's what's happening.
That is.
Yeah, we haven't gotten straight yet. We're still still straight on the streets, just
until like one person breaks off. Like, dude, we could probably do this.
Yeah, I am going to start a whiskey band called Larger Foot.
Oh God,
because I can't.
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut,
and I think it would be like the super like rare breed.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
The rare breed wild turkey.
Rare breed, and then the small ones will have littles too. This is so much inside baseball. Those are just shout outs to anybody that's come to hang out with us on an FNL. But some of you will get to in our very exclusive, top secret, not so top secret, but super exclusive Jank Fest that'll be coming up in December. We'll hopefully have some video content of that for you guys. We're going to work on that. We have a new intern. We'll bring back Noah the intern. Some of you guys know him. Some of you don't. You shouldn't actually see him ever until it's time to drink beer. Then you can see him. Noah the intern, and then Patty. We have 2 Patties now. We have Patty the trail builder, and we have Pickle Patty. And Pickle Patty's our new guy. It works though, doesn't it?
Just like knowing Noah and Pat now. Patrick? I don't even think he likes Pat. I don't even know.
No, he's Pickle Patty.
Okay, well, there's so many nicknames that those very unsuspecting, youthful men are calling.
The young boys. That's what it's called. That's what it's called in Japanese wrestling. They're called young boys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
Sounds real bad.
Yeah, but it's like a fraternity, and they're the pledges. They're called young boys, and they literally have to do all the stuff you don't want them to do.
Wow.
Which is exactly...
That is exactly them.
That is exactly...
So Noah works with us, occasionally works with Drew a lot more than me, but whenever I'm on set with Drew, we are uncle.
It's really
to
weird,
Noah. Noah calls us uncles. Yeah.
It's a really strange situation. Noah's a good kid. Anyway, he'll come film that stuff. And so we'll be able to show you guys what we can from that. We'll get a little reel put together, put out some stuff. Maybe we'll get live.
I organized all of the race ride lines, the ride lines and stages on there's a playlist on YouTube with all of them.
Yeah, so you can follow along. And again, the goal is to hopefully have this open one day, but for now we're going to just test it for Jankfest, the mountain bike riding enjoyment time period window without competition involved directly.
You know what's going to be really sweet about it is we're going to have somebody there that is a friend of everyone, including this podcast.
Right.
And he's going to be there, and he's going to be flexing on people without a shirt on, and he's going to show off all of his sweet tattoos. Then you could probably get some just like it at Man of War Tattoo.
That was well done.
Man of War Tattoo for all of your tattoo needs.
Yeah.
And Mr. Kevin Black attended Fat Tire Fest in Coldwater this weekend and sent me videos of the shower that I had to take at the YMCA in Anniston.
Oh, where you got the real awkward
where I got cornered by
that's fantastic.
2 local gentlemen.
Oh, that's so good.
Super good. I was like, oh, you're back at the scene of the crime. Cool, thanks.
Oh, that's PTSD. So good. That's so great.
But yeah, Kevin Black at Man of War Tattoo. Check him out. Get all your tattooed up needs done.
Very good. And don't forget, you can run on over there. Speaking of run, we owe him some money, so we are sorry we have not given you your money yet, sir.
He doesn't listen. He only listens when I tell him, like, dude, check out this promo we did for you.
Got it.
And he always giggles, and he's like, that's really good.
Anyway, if you haven't been over to Run and Try, our good friend, former ex-president Samuel Adams, was he an ex-president?
Was he, or just...
I don't know. Beer investor Samuel Adams, beer proprietor.
We do know that, but...
Bostonian.
I think he was just influential. No, he was a president.
He was a political influencer.
Yeah, at some point.
Former political influencer Samuel Adams won a pair of shoes. We're going to do another one of those giveaways, maybe for a bike shop. We're going to just do the local, the LBS and the LBC. Anyway, we'll support a local bike shop. We'll do that too. But if you haven't been able to Run and Try, check them out. Again, we talk about all the time how great the shoe selection is, blah, blah, blah. But the reality of it is you should go over and get fit. I promise you it'll make a difference, and it will increase your walking ability, you fat son of a bitch.
Oh, the hookah.
If you need a pair, if you're over 65, if your name's Wilford Brimley and you're still alive and you're not rocking some Hokas, head on over to Run It. I'm just kidding. Hokas are great.
No, Hokas are really good.
Yeah, they're good shoes.
It just always, hook is a funny word.
If you want your feet to hurt and be miserable, go check out the largest selection of On Clouds. I'm just kidding.
I do think it's funny. I talked to Aaron about it because I run at the park or I walk after I run. Just seeing the people in very ill-fitting shoes, or like when I'm walking, like they're walking in some not so cool shoes that rhyme with Skechers, or like Nikes. Nikes are not really running shoes.
No, they're fashion normally.
They're everyday fashion shoes, and they have a running side, but they're very expensive. And
I don't think you can get them in stores, right?
You have to order them from their website. So like people just go buy those Nike Air Max and think that they're running shoes, and they're not.
Yeah,
they're painful. They will hurt you.
So if you have a chance, head over to Run and Try. That is the last of our 2 sponsors.
That's also the last of our political and shoe knowledge.
That is, we have extended. We've overextended ourselves.
We will be dissecting the Middle East.
Oh, well, we just got
the Middle East of Mobile County.
There we go, the Middle Eastern Mobile County. I was trying to search for a joke. I bet there's one in there somewhere. And I just couldn't get it. It's too soon, too icky.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. So again, looking forward to having Toby on the show. That episode will drop shortly. This is just I wouldn't even call it a bonus. It's a regular episode. Toby's going to be the bonus episode. You're going to get 2 pieces of content in the same week because we care.
So one with no knowledge and one with a ton of knowledge.
Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. So we have a couple little bits of housekeeping. I wanted to talk about this just briefly. If you're not paying attention, I brought it up multiple times. We asked Nixon about it. We've asked lots of other people about it. If you're not paying attention, we were talking about the trailhead last night. The bike community, or the bike industry rather, not community, the bike industry is taking like some hits. And one of the big ones was Chain Reaction. Now my understanding is they're totally gone, like even the UK version.
Yeah, like
he filed bankruptcy. Apparently, like the owner took a bunch of loans out, and I mean, I understand what he was trying to do. He was trying to like scale the business, and it didn't work. And yeah, not good stuff. So Chain Reaction, I've bought stuff from them before. They were great to buy from. The fact that they're gone is terrible. With that means that nuke-proof support in the U.S. I think goes with it, or distribution, not support, but distribution. And then Vitus, they're gone as well. And so that's kind of hefty. Obviously, the one for me that's a real blow that they've not confirmed, and frankly, I'm going to say it, fuck you, Gorilla Gravity, for not coming out and saying why you closed.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Like, that's weird. Even if you sold your proprietary, you could still at least tell, like,
yeah,
I know you're not going to service my bike anymore. I get it. I own one, by the way, if those of you don't know. But it would have been nice to at least have confirmation. And though your employees have spoken very highly of you and how great their time was there, it still seemed like kind of a crap move for people who believed in your company enough to spend as much as I did on a bike.
Don't you think that it kind of goes against like why you bought the bike? Because they always touted like rider owned, rider supported. Well, riders are rad dudes usually that could have reached out and been like, listen, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Like, instead of just being dicks. Like, it's against bro code, even.
It's kind of weird. It's a weird scenario. I don't know if it got gobbled up and it's gonna come out that Trek now owns Gorilla Gravity's carbon laying rev program is what they called it.
Yeah.
Or We Are One, or somebody else bought it up so they'd have a U.S. district, because We Are One's building bikes.
Yeah.
They need a U.S. side. They could have bought it from them. And maybe they can't say anything. I get it, but there's ways around it. You could have you could have given us a wink and a nod, at least to owners.
Just go on Reddit under some burner account. Tell everybody.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Something.
Well, most of it was like ex-employees.
Right.
Like, and they were silent until they were completely gone from the company. So we'll see what happens. But that's 2 within the window. I think there's more to change. If you're not paying attention to all the insane deals out there that are happening because of surplus, my God, there's shit everywhere for sale.
Yeah, you can buy a brand new bike for what you were getting used bikes for.
100%.
And don't just settle for a bike. Find one with the right. You can find one with the right build in it that's going to be worth your money.
100%.
Like, at this point, if you're spending over $4,000 and it doesn't have good shit, then you're not buying it.
At this point, you should be able to get whatever you want for $4,000.
Like, I saw people trying to sell, like, I'm an Axis asshole. Like, but if I'm paying $4,000, it's going to have Axis on it. Right. Like, or wireless something. Yeah. Because that's the technology. You're buying the technology, right? You want new stuff.
No, I totally get it. I mean, it is a very real reality that the market has shifted. I think it's interesting. I think you're going to see more people spending more time on riding, coaching, and other options like that, which I think will be interesting when Toby's... Is that Aaron Friesmeyer?
It's Dirty Uncle Chase.
Oh, it's Dirty Uncle Chase. Just put him... I don't know. Do you go hot to the mic with it?
I don't think so. I think I'll just put him in the voicemail.
Chase, when you watch this later.
Chase. Sorry, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
You got voicemail, son. Yeah. You're too risky to go hot mic with.
Yeah, we can't just put you straight on the mic.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna say.
I don't want to have to edit this twice. Anyway, I think coaching and stuff like that's going to be a bigger thing. I think destination will be bigger because people are not spending as much money on bikes. Anyway,
I personally think that coaching should be, if you're paying over $1,000 for a bike, pay for coaching. You don't know how to ride it. Right. I promise you don't know how to ride it. Right. So just pay for coaching and learn how to ride it. Yeah. You would do that for any other sport.
Yeah. So 100%. If you're putting the investment in, it'll be interesting to see. We'll talk to Toby about that, and excited to talk about all those different changes. The last piece of major housekeeping we have to do for this particular episode is talk about our winter chicken dinner. You want to recap the contest?
Yeah, so we put it out on social media on both things. We just try to do a photo contest of your favorite mountain bike photo. Maybe we'll do it again soon because it was fun. I didn't get near the participation I thought we would. It's super easy. You just send a picture. And I know you all have pictures. You only ride your bike for the pictures.
Yeah.
And I know even if you don't have a picture, you have a picture of your bike. Because we are mountain bike guys. We have pictures of our bike.
Somebody does somewhere for sure.
So anyway, we had, I think it was like 20 entries, which is not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
20 entries, and then they
as
had,
far away as France. Shout out to Hugo.
Hugo, yeah.
Hugo from France.
Listens and submitted from France, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, we want to have Hugo on, though. I want to have him on the podcast.
Can you translate?
No, I bet he speaks English.
Okay.
He's a European. Most Europeans are classy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, if he listens to the podcast...
Right.
We're not translating it to France.
We should. You know,
we are from France.
No, shout out Hugo. Thank you for entering. We had some entries from Bentonville.
Yep.
We had some entries from all over, basically.
Yeah. Colorado.
Tallahassee.
Yep. Trailhassee. We had Nixon, where it's a shot of him looking where he can pee anywhere.
That's his girlfriend in the picture, but you can't tell because they both have long hair.
I did not know.
Yes. That's
even better. I put a comment because it looks like Nixon with his hands up, and I wrote, "I can pee anywhere." And now that I know it's his girlfriend, hi Nixon's girlfriend.
It's all that spandex. You can never tell them apart.
That's exactly it. See, Nixon, there's your downfall, pal. There's a downside. Maybe not. Maybe that's an uptick.
Baggies next time, pal. So anyway, we had all these people in, and the whole thing was just share it with your friends, let them come and like it, and maybe we could generate some attention from the pictures. And so it did, and we have a winner, and he wins everything.
Shamelessly.
Like, we basically pay him to live his social life. Like, he wins so much stuff from us.
Yeah.
But he also helps us out, too, because he is always the first person to tag us and stuff. Even
that's also why he wins popularity, things like this so much.
Because he cares about other people.
Right, because it's clear that the dude is like liked by the community, loved by the community, like, and by say community, I mean mountain bike community, not just
the whole state,
one area. Like everybody's behind the guy.
Yeah, and if you dress like an idiot and post pictures of it, you're gonna get likes, and that's what he did.
That's facts. Absolutely. Facts.
So shout out here's to Eric Hagan and his 150 plus likes he got on one picture, which is incredible. And that is well done. And shout out to everybody that shared it, because I think all the pictures ended up with at least over 20 likes.
Yeah, it's
close to it.
That's a lot of people hanging out.
Yeah. So Eric, we got a prize for you. It's deep in our prize chest. I'll get it to you.
Which is also code for Dale's pockets.
Yeah. Or my dishwasher. I gotta wash it first before I give it to you.
Oh boy.
I'm joking. But we have a bottle that was donated to us, and it's a Nalgene. Is that
Nagaline?
Nagaline. There you go. Nagaline.
Nagaline. Don't ever. You remember that band by Bush? That song.
Yes. Glycerine.
Nagaline.
Wow. There we go. So we have that bottle, and we'll fill some stickers in it, throw some other stuff in there. I think I got some socks. Throw them in there too. I know you like socks.
What you really should use the bottle for is ask Chase about whatever that wacky pineapple shit was that he brought down here for his interview.
Yeah.
That illegal beverage.
Yeah, the moonshine stuff, because we're moonshiners.
Yeah, that's correct.
Call back.
And you should put some of that in there if you consume adult beverages. If you don't, put it in there anyway and hand it off to all the aged people.
Yeah. And also, Eric, shout out to your healing process. Hope you're doing well.
Shout out, big time.
Good. And we hope to see you soon.
Each one of those likes is worth 10 positive vibes. So that's a lot.
That's way more than the "I'm praying for you" comments on Facebook, I think.
That's absolutely fact.
No offense, anyone.
So coming up, we're going to have the I almost said the name of the thing. We're gonna let him say it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Toby on to talk about his new dangle. Anyway, we'll talk to him about stuff.
He's also getting trails built in communities, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff to talk about for him, not just certain business aspects. Anyway, he'll be on, and then we're prepping for Jank Fest. We would like to. What I would think would be really interesting is if you submitted a picture. The next step that I'd love for you to do, any of you that submitted a picture, it is very easy. You saw the Chase episode last week. You can submit, just send us a link. I'd like to have somebody on. I'd like to have you on. So if you are Hugo from France, for example, if you're the guy with that sweet shot of his whip I mean, that shot is gorgeous.
Kyle.
And I think he's in Colorado.
He's in Bentonville.
Bentonville. Okay, never mind. So Kyle in Bentonville. I don't care where you are. I think it'd be nice to have a conversation. So if you would like to, you've already sent us a picture. The next step is being like, hey, I'd like to have a conversation. We'll send you a link. You can get it right off your phone. You don't have to have fancy tech. It works well. We've gotten the process to work better now. We fixed it, we think. But yeah, if you have a chance, head over and send us a link. We'd love to have you on there. And so we can have some more conversations about different areas, because I do think that really benefits every community when you talk about it from that perspective.
That's right. And we are learning that there's so many people like us.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like, that have reached out to us and been like, we're just like y'all. Like, hey, so the whole thing, we full circle back to, hey, we started this. We wanted to ride the Rebellion Network.
Right. And it keeps happening.
Yeah. Another thing, if you're listening to this on Friday, you are, October 29th, if you're a local Mobilian, come to South Alabama.
Yeah.
USA Bike Trailhead at 2 p.m. and bring your kids in costumes, because we're going to have trunk or treat. And Bob's Downtown Diner cooking up some smash burgers and hot dogs for y'all.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Shout out to one other thing I want to shout out, just for a great conversation. And we're going to have him here as a sponsor soon, which will be Jody from Build, Tune, Ride. Dude is a beast. And I appreciate all of his effort he puts in to help building the community in the area. We're going to have him on the show, but also we're going to have a conversation once we have him on the show. But he also wants to talk about, other ways to sponsor the area, sponsor the show, help things out. So we're looking forward to that stuff. Is there anything else?
Probably. We'll talk about it later, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
When we're off camera, we'll be like, dang.
I should have said that.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yep. Well, with that being said, just remember what Dale Boyd says.
I forget.